Hey guys, in this video we're going to be checking out some new motors from Boldclash. These are the 716 19,000 kV motors. They're actually brush motors for the BWhoop B03, and this is actually the B03 Pro, but it'll also work with the B03, the regular one, and also all the ones from the eSheen, the E011 series. I'm going to take the 7mm motors. So what I'm going to do is, I think these original 7mm motors are like 15,000 kV, so you get a little bit of boost in, I guess, power. But I have a feeling that the flight time is going to get cut short a little bit, so I'll do a flight demo of the motors that are already on here. So that's what before, and then we'll swap in the new motors, and I'll show you a flight demo of it after, and then I guess we can see if there's any difference between the before and after, and if performance improves much, and if battery life goes down much. Well, I guess we'll find out. So just go ahead and I'll swap the motors in, and I'll show you flight demos of before and after. Okay, so this is the first flight on the original motors. I just wanted to give you guys this flight as a baseline, so as you guys understand the difference in the power and flight time of these motors. So nothing too special going on here. I'm just flying back and forth, and I'm basically going to drain the battery until about 3/4 of throttle, so about 75% throttle. That's how these like toy drones usually work. Is you just keep flying them, and as the voltage drops, then you have to give it more and more throttle. Then at some point, you're pretty much at full throttle and not able to hover anymore. So that's when you know you pretty much have killed the battery at that point. So I'm just going to fly this until the battery is dead. And if you want to skip ahead, the second flight starts at about 4 minutes and 26 seconds in the video. Okay, so this is the second flight on the new motors after I switched them out, and basically I do feel like it's a little bit faster. It's not like a whole lot faster, definitely not like double the speed, but it definitely does feel like it's faster. Although, you know, you're still dealing with a toy flight controller here, so I'm going to have another video with these motors on the eSheen E011 with the B-Core V2 board. so they'll have an idea of how these motors work on a true flight controller with Betaflight on it. So, but I mean, you can compare this flight to the first flight, and you can tell that it is definitely faster. And I do feel like I have a little bit more control, and I feel like I can be a little bit more reckless and not lose control of the little toy drone here. And I feel like I fly it fairly well. The other thing that you'll notice at the end, after I basically drained the whole battery, it was the same battery, I just charged it back up again, is I'm getting more flight time, which is totally unexpected. I expected to get less flight time with a higher kV motor here, but I actually got more flight time than on the older motors. So I'm not exactly sure how to explain that. It might be because the older motors had more flights on it. I think those motors had probably good 30 or 35 flights on it, so that's a possibility. And these are brand new motors, so other than that, I can't really explain as to why these higher kV motors would have a longer flight time than the lower kV motors. I just can't explain it, but it is what it is. And yeah, I just did the same flight as I did before, just drained the battery all the way down until I basically couldn't fly it anymore and had to land. So yeah, so you guys can judge for yourself as to what you think of these motors. Let me know in the comments below. Pretty good price in these motors too. I think you get set at 2 or something like that. Anyway, check the link. I forget what the price is offhand. So, but it's a pretty good upgrade, and especially if you're looking at like those the Yixin series with the B-Core V2. If you saw my previous video on that, this is a pretty good upgrade, and I'm going to be doing that upgrade on another B-Core V2 build, and I'll have that video coming out later, and you guys can see how these motors perform on a Betaflight build. Anyway guys, I'll end this video now, and you guys can watch the rest of the flight. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.